Welcome back to another enterprise session. So today we're going to be talking about a SWOT analysis. As part of task 1, you have to conduct 3 separate SWOT analysis or a SWOT analysis on your business that you then apply to your 3 separate ideas. So let's start by talking about a SWOT. SWOT is made up of 4 features. It's where you analyze your business as it currently is now, and you consider what strengths you have, what weaknesses you have, what opportunities you have, and what threats you are facing. Now, some important details. Strengths and weaknesses are all about the now. Strengths you have now, weaknesses you have now, and they are internal to your business. So these are things that you can control. If they are outside your business, they are not your strengths and weaknesses. Opportunities and threats, however, these are things that are outside your business that might affect you. So let's think of an example. If a new competitor enters your market, this could be a threat. The reason it's a threat is because it could be a problem. It's not guaranteed to be a problem. It depends what you do about it. But it could be a future problem, and you have no control over what that competitor does, so they are external to your business. On the other hand, you might have something like really great creativity skills in your staff. That's a strength because you've got it now, it's already benefiting you, and you have control over the people you employ and what skills they might have. Therefore, it's a strength. So, strengths and weaknesses inside your business and right now. Opportunities and threats come from outside your business and they're future potential things. Opportunities are positive potential. Threats are negative potential. Okay, so repeat after me. Strengths and weaknesses, inside now, opportunities and threats, outside future. And if you just look at each of those individually, you'll start to get a picture of where your business stands. So let's talk about your business. You're just getting started. You probably don't have employees yet. So you might not have a lot of strengths. You might also not have a lot of weaknesses. But you might end up finding you have more weaknesses than strengths possibly. That's okay, because what you will have more of is opportunities. You're just entering. So let's talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses you might find yourself having. Strengths could include skills that you've developed. You might be a really organized person, or you might be a really creative person. You might be really good with numbers or really great with people. Weaknesses. Well, these are the things you don't have that you might need for your business. So, for example, you've got great creativity and innovation, but you don't know how to talk to people very well, so marketing might be a problem. It's a weakness. Another weakness might be that you've got really high startup costs, like buying your materials to make your product is not going to be cheap, and you don't have a source of finance yet. That's a weakness. Now we're going to think about things that might be opportunities and threats. So some of the opportunities you have, well, if your product isn't already in our school market, there's an opportunity. That gap in the market we talked about before, think about that. Other opportunities might include pandemics. COVID-19 might be providing an excellent opportunity. For example, you might want to do printing on things like fabric printing. Everybody wants coloured face masks. There's an opportunity. Now, it's called an opportunity because it's there, but you have to do something about it. It's not guaranteed to be good for you until you act. Now let's consider some of the threats. Threats, if you're limited to the school environment, might include competition. Are there other students selling something similar to you? It could also include things like, is your product going to be acceptable to the school? Who knows? Another threat might be, again, the pandemic. Are you going to be able to sell your product? Are you going to have access to your market? So you're going to go away and think about what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities, and what are your threats. I recommend taking the following approach. Step 1, do a brainstorm. Create a grid, just like you'll find on slide 15, and just jot down some ideas. What strengths do you think you have? What weaknesses? What opportunities? What threats? Then go away and conduct some of that market research we talked about in a previous video, where you did the primary and secondary research to think about how do you find information, Find some evidence of your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats. In fact, some of your earlier research about the gap in the market might help indicate some of your opportunities, for example, or maybe it tells you about your competitors. So use those market research skills to find evidence to support the things you put in your SWOT. Once you've created a SWOT about who you are as a business, then you can start to think about how those strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats might relate to your business ideas. For example, if one of your business ideas involves a high level of skill in making something, is that one of your strengths or is it a weakness? Maybe that's an argument for or against choosing that option of a business. You're going to review each of your 3 business ideas using this SWOT analysis. So, start brain dumping, then go research. Let's see what you come up with. See you in the next one.